It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. It's on the warpath. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted to the channel. And as always, like, comment, share this video out if you can, because you know we're talking Washington football team all the time here. And it is part 2 of should the Washington football team pursue quarterback X, Y, or Z. And today, this one, y'all voted on this one. It was a tie, virtual tie between Derek Carr and this guy, Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm going to ask the question to you, church, and I'll paint the picture as well. Should the Washington football team pursue Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott? I'll give you an answer. Heck yes, we should. There's so many things, so let's paint the picture for it. This week has been compounded enough. They've been in the meeting. We know they love the narrative. We know Dallas, they are master con artists or master media workers or whatever you want to call them. But it started out with Emmitt Smith this week or towards the end of last week during the Super Bowl week. Comes out, talks to a blog, and they asked about what do you think about Dak and everything in the team, his future with the team. And Emmitt pretty much laid it out. Now, he could be one of Jerry's insurgents. We're not really sure, right? But comes out and says it doesn't seem like they're committed to him. They're acting like they're not committed to him. There's more commitment to Tony Romo. Tony Romo, who had a bad back, a bad shoulder, had a bad chin, had a crooked toenail, and he'd be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Dak Prescott hadn't missed a game until this year. It took a devastating ankle break, which that might be a negative if teams looking at him, and I think he's already had 2 surgeries. But there's more commitment. So he said he's not sure if he's in the future plans or not. And then it got a little bit juicier this week. Dak Prescott goes out and follows the Washington football team on Instagram, y'all. I'm not saying anything. Could be a publicity stunt, right? I'm not reading into it. Yes, I am reading into it. You got to read into it because they want people talking about this. Something to make the headlines. But I think it's strategic. Dak knows what he's doing. Granted, he has his brother who's not a big fan of the organization right now. And also, he's had some personal struggles going on. The surgery, his brother passing away prior to that in the offseason of a suicide and everything. So maybe Dak needs a fresh start. And he's done playing possum with Dallas. Don't know. Now, they said there was some contract works last summer, and they were talking about it, and then he got franchised, right? But to me, you go back to what Emmitt said about commitment to Dak in the future. There's more commitment to Romo. Dak Prescott, he's 27 years old, young for a quarterback. He'll be 28 when the season starts. The guy's like 42 and 27 as a starter. He does have a 1-2 playoff record. He did beat Russell Wilson in the playoffs. From 2017 to 2019, he posted a 5-1 record. He helped this team post a 5-1 record in the NFC East. We know the NFC East is garbage, but still, those are 6 games that you must have. His worst season was when he was his best season. His rookie year, they were 13-3, 3-3 in the division. So they were perfect in the regular season against the rest of the league. Besides the NFC East. My goodness. The novel concept of it. He was ranked 9th by Pro Football Focus this year on the list of quarterbacks. The other 8 quarterbacks were in the playoffs outside of Deshaun Watson. So you're telling me that 7 out of the top 8 quarterbacks were in the playoffs. Then you got Dak Prescott. You got to do your due diligence with this, he's got two things. He's got two division titles. He's got a 19-6 record in the NFC East. He's been in the league 5 years, so he's averaging just over one loss per season against the division. 42 wins. I mean, why not go after this guy? I get the price tag and everything, and I know we re-signed Taylor Heineke a couple days ago. I get that. But it goes to the old adage that if your neighbor, and you got the money, right, and your neighbor has this car and he couldn't pay the car note, and you can't stand them, but you always want a new car, you go out and get his car that just got repoed, and then you drive around the block. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Yes, because we're petty. People are petty. Of course. If your name's Lex Luthor and somebody says, we got Superman tied up, here's kryptonite, you can do whatever you want to with him. You don't think Lex is going to take an opportunity to take out Superman? Come on now, family. So we sit back here and you have an opportunity to go and take the franchise quarterback from your division rival, your most hated division rival, because Jerry's been playing around with them. Like I said, you gave Zeke money. Zeke, who's been suspended. You give Amari Cooper money. Amari Cooper, if he was a date at a Mexican restaurant, he would only stay around for the chips and salsa. He wouldn't get the beef and bean burrito or the 40-ounce beer. No cerveza, senor. You got to go out and pair this. Just picture this. Not only if you're a Washington fan and see all these Cowboy fans freak out about this. God, I love it. But just picture this. Week 1. We got a number 4 out there. We do get a number 4 to start, right? And there is Dak Prescott. That burgundy top, the white number, and that gold Washington written across the jersey. Oh, my gosh. It'll bring you to tears. I tell you this right now. People talk about, how we need to bargain. We've got holes. And I get we have holes on this team. Linebacker, wide receiver, tight end, safety, we probably need some help. Got to re-sign Brandon Sheriff. I get that. But I always talk about great value, and Darby's another one. I tell you about great value, right? And I buy great value. There's one thing I don't buy great value, and that's Dawn dish soap. Because Dawn dish soap gets the grease off of everything. Now, I might have to sacrifice getting a Little Debbie snack cake, which I haven't had any of those in a while, but surprisingly, right? But at the end of the day, it's well invested. And what says, if Brandon Sheriff says, well, hey, they're looking at putting a legitimate quarterback behind me, maybe I might take a little less. Not saying he will. It's all speculation. And there could be opportunity. Like I said, Dallas could pull the franchise tag again and pull a Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is giving Dak advice on the franchise tag and be your friend. Shut up, Kirk. Mr. 50-50. He's legitimately 51 and 51 with 2 ties. Oh, gosh. The definition of lukewarm. Kirk Cousins is giving Dak Prescott advice on signing a contract. Well, I guess, Dak, if you want to go and rob people blind, then go ahead and do it. But hey, you've got to entertain this. Now, you have your price. You shouldn't shell out more than you aren't willing to give up. But I think it's a perfect storm. Dak knew what he was doing when he followed Washington on Instagram. His brother knows what he's doing when he says that stuff. You don't think him and his brother talk? Come on now, y'all. Be real with me. And I know we're going to have a lot of Cowboy fans like, y'all ain't getting Dak. Y'all ain't getting Dak. I just ask you this all the time. I always tell y'all, if is a powerful word. If can strike fear in many a man. If can present possibilities to a man or woman. If can put up hopes and take down cities. If, just imagine, what if he's in that burden? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? And then if we can't get Dallas off of Jerry World or Jerry Manor or whatever you want to call it, we'll sing that old time spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, Dak is free at last, y'all. But my Washington friends, even my Dallas friends, Dallas, I'll pose this question to you. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna get Dak signed? In Washington, should we go knowing that the price tag's gonna be 38 plus per year for him possibly? Do we send a waiver out? Or will we get snake bitten? Or should we just stick with Heine and re-sign Kyle Allen? Tell me what y'all thinking. I want to know. And as always, I appreciate you. I love you guys. Thank you for everything you're doing to help me grow this channel here. Love, peace, and hell, y'all. I'm saying Child's 405. And I'll be talking to y'all real soon. I'm out.